Today, I'm absolutely delighted to be chatting with Sarah from TECHFEST and Alex from SPE School Career Guidance Committee. Hi ladies, how are you?
Hello.
Hello. All good.
Good. The purpose today, I just really wanted to have a little touch base so we could have a chat about TECHFEST, what's been going on, and SPE's long-time involvement with TECHFEST, and what is it, that Alex does in her role for the school career guidance. So if I maybe start with you, Alex, can you say what you do in school career guidance, and then we'll move over to Sarah.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Diane. I actually joined quite recently. So for first, my involvement was to volunteer, and there are always a lot of opportunities to get your hands dirty and get involvement with lots of different schools. So first part would be to have an opportunity to come to career fairs and have a chat. And the next step, what I was involved in, is actually creating events that, again, help us to get young kids more excited about STEM subjects, as well as to be able to share the experience of industry professionals. So instead of us being somewhere far away and never had a chance to talk to kids, actually bring us together. Last year, I participated as a volunteer as well for one of the TECHFEST workshops. It was physics of floating, and it was absolutely delightful. I joined just as volunteer, but I think I was one of the first sitting on the rows and doing all the little tests with the kids as well. And that gave me an opportunity to have a chat and to see how exciting it is for kids to apply all the knowledge that they get at school, to share, and even just to be exposed to new people. They were all very curious, very interested. I asked about their professions and what do they want to do later on when they grow up, and the answers were really, really interesting. So I'm sure that at the beginning of the TECHFEST, that might be one answer, and then at the end of the TECHFEST is probably a very different answer, because all the workshops are very, very exciting.
Oh, cool. And Sarah, we've worked with you guys forever. Can you talk a little bit about our partnership and what TECHFEST has been doing this year?
We're like Velcro, you guys. I don't think we'll ever let you go, because you're such a fundamental part of what we do at TECHFEST. So our fundamental aim is primarily is to promote science, technology, engineering, and maths. And the way that we've been able to do that is by working with schools right down from children as young as 3, as well as our festival, which is our flagship event, which allows us to engage with all members of the community in the Northeast. And the SPE is a key part of that, because we have these workshops, for example, that Alex has mentioned there, and you don't get the same opportunities to inspire young people if you don't have inspirational people with you there to do that. The fact that they're able to apply their industry knowledge, and I'm glad you brought up the physics of floating and this workshop that you mentioned here, because this one was actually written in collaboration, building on years of Graham Skinner being involved in the workshop and him saying, can we change it up? Can we do this? And because it's that collaboration, we're able to work together on an end result that comes from people sharing that enthusiasm that we have to make a difference. And so you're right, Alex, the kids at the beginning of the workshop, they might have one idea or aspiration for what they wanted to do. By the end of it, you want them to have realized that there's so many more opportunities for them, and that having fun using what they've learned in the classroom is possible. And that when you leave school, that's not when the fun stops. Actually, it's when the fun starts for some people, and they're able to really get to grips with opportunities that they never thought they could do. But if we're going to allow our young people to make these informed decisions, we've got to give them the information, and we've got to deliver it in a way that's engaging. And whether it's the festival or whether it's Maths in the Pipeline that you're also a supporter of, time and time again, you guys have supported what we've done to allow us to bring more color to that picture. We've got great workshops, and industry professionals can take part across the country in that. But when the SPE come, we know that it's going to be a great day, because they're going to come prepared, because the way in which you support your industry professionals being part as volunteers is to allow them to really enjoy it. And a lot of that comes from making sure they know where the parking is, and that they're disclosure checked, and that all those things that you guys take care of mean that we as the organization on the receiving end benefit from the person who turns up ready to go and inspire. And it's really exciting what comes out of it. And then the third thing is that feedback. and that ability for us to take that positive feedback. And we're looking at that now as we translate our projects to have more of a relevant message to the energy transition. You guys are at the coalface of that, literally the coalface, and we want to know what's cool and happening that's coming up so that we can prepare our young people for what will be their future career. And some of those opportunities don't exist yet, but the industry, if we can stay in touch with the industry as it evolves and keep our young people in touch with the industry as it evolves, they'll graduate from either school or from university or go into apprenticeship opportunities that suddenly mean so much more because they've been learning with it over the years in an engaging way that gets them excited about their future. And that I think in a nutshell is why this has been working for so many years. As you say, Diane, it's a relationship that's been going for a long time because it works, and it works because we work together as a proper collaboration. And the kids are the beneficiaries, but I think all of us benefit as well. I think we all have a good, and the questions they ask you are just so much fun. And as long as you don't mind being put on the spot a little bit and you guys support your industry professionals to do that, it's exciting. And we're so grateful. We're so grateful.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. And just quickly before we finish, how has your TECHFEST digital program gone this year?
Considering we could never in our wildest dreams have thought we would be here now at this point. If you'd asked me in January, we'd be delivering a digital festival. I'm not sure that I could have even understood what the appetite for it would be. And it was a bit of a step into the unknown with it. The way that we've organized the digital festival as well is a little bit different. And it is an ambitious program. And we have kind of been feeling our way. When you've run a festival for 27 years, you kind of get the gist of how it works. When you change everything, it's a bit more intimidating. And you start to think, oh my God, we're using webinars. But the team have been great. They've taken on every challenge and the audience have been there with us. We've had opportunities to engage across the world, and we've had at events, people are asking really amazing questions that allow us to feel that the choice we made to run live events and then record them so that people can catch up with them later. But having that recording and that back and forth, that's part of what coming to TECHFEST is about, being able to ask questions and have those questions answered. Some of the Q&As last longer than others because they just want to suck up more from the presenters. And we're so grateful for the presenters who've been taking part, that they're giving of their time and making that possible. But none of it would have been possible without our sponsors who've taken this leap with us. And it's been great as well to support other science festivals as we start to inspire them to take on more and more opportunities to do things differently. And I think moving forward, I don't think we'll ever stop doing it digitally. I think I can see in the future when things are back to normal that we'll have more of a hybrid, and that there'll always be a camera filming an event at TECHFEST, and there'll always be a way for everybody to be able to ask questions digitally. But also it just widens our pool of presenters. Dr. Ming from San Francisco calling in our lunch hour to take part in TECHFEST is just, you couldn't think it was going to happen. And so that's all been possible this year. And it's not over yet either. We're only in the kind of halfway mark now, but already it's been brilliant. So I'm hugely grateful to the board for allowing me to do it and have fun at work and just take on this new challenge, but also to the team who've lots of late nights and doing things differently. And it's been good fun, but we've still been able to have that festival feel, which was important for us. So there's still the wacky question that, oh my God, can they answer that? Right down to the kids engaging, and nurseries taking part in Macduff Aquarium. Was just, you think there's 30 kids or 20 kids watching that, and they're getting to ask the questions, and they can do it from nursery. They don't have to leave. I think that gives us huge opportunity for the future. And across Scotland, knowing that we're now we can potentially be in every classroom, and that opens up huge opportunities for us as we move forward to spread not only what we've done here in the Northeast, but just make sure it's more inclusive and let everybody who wants to take part take part.
Brilliant. That sounds absolutely phenomenal. Well, ladies, I think we'll stop there. But thank you so much, Alex and Sarah, for taking part in a little chat this afternoon, and wishing you well for the rest of the festival. And thank you so much.
Don't forget, you can catch whatever you've missed on our YouTube channel, TECHFEST Aberdeen. There's so much there to see. Probably too much for now, so we'll leave it up for a bit longer. It won't be going anywhere anytime soon. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.